So, over the last couple hundred years, we have historical relationships with our past that show that we have healed our nation many times. And the biggest way that we did it was through marshals and sheriffs. And they were extremely capable people. The main thing is that they were extremely accurate at using a rifle or a sidearm, a pistol. Not only were they accurate, but they were faster than a half a second. Half a second, if not less, is how long it took for them to pull their gun and shoot and aim and hit exactly what they're aiming at, on the mark. Every shot. And that's a marshal. That's a sheriff. If they're really good, like Wyatt Earp, and many, many others, even his brothers, Morgan Earp, so we have in our history, we have the process of the life of saints that is totally different than what the church says. In the Bible, it says that our main saint is Archangel Michael. And he stands with a sword because there's no guns at the time. And he stands on the head of a dragon and slays them. Sometimes 3-headed dragons, sometimes one, but he destroys them, and they no longer walk the earth. And that's how justice is done. Not by hanging, shooting, or killing, but by stopping. Right in their boots. So for your education, for your process, I recommend that all of you watch one particular program on TV. It's called The Legend of Wyatt Earp. It's by Hugh O'Brian. And it was done, I believe, in 57. Could have been 58. I was around 7 or 8 years old. I loved it. I was crazy about it. My parents were crazy. Everybody was. Every single person in America watched that show. And it taught us something. It taught us how to behave. Throughout the show, you see that Wyatt Earp doesn't kill anybody. He chooses not to kill. He chooses to aim and shoot the gun out of their hand, or shoot their hand, or shoot the object, or take their gun and hit him in the head with it. But he doesn't kill. He chooses. He's so good, so fast. Before they ever pull their gun out, his gun is already aiming at them. And if it looks like they're going to shoot, he's already shot them. There's one, and all the show is based on true story. The names, the interactions, the circumstances are all true stories. So it helps you see the discernment and discrimination of an incredibly wise police officer. One of the things he does that's very unique is that he takes all the guns away from everybody. Puts a sign up on the outside of town and at every major location in town says, by law, you cannot wear or carry a gun or carry a rifle. You have to leave it at a designated location. And it'll be given back to you when you leave town. And that just simply was the wisest thing anybody ever did. But it was almost impossible to pull off. You had to be the best shot, the fastest gun. You had to be able to make them do it. And once they did do it, you became the town of more law and control. And if people didn't follow that, they went directly to jail and paid a fine. And if they were willing to abide by that law, they can remain. If not, they had to leave town. Watch the show. Watch how he deals with people. Every single show is a true story of circumstances. Any other person, if they had been in those circumstances, would have made the wrong decision. Would have made a violent, kill him immediately decision. But that's not what goes on. You know, it will help you discern, discriminate how not to be violent and get the job done. Yeah. It's really, really, really important. This is law. This is about law. This is about justice. This is about taming an untamed wild country and how it was done. It doesn't matter how you think it should be done. It is how it was done. And it wasn't done by free will. They had to obey the law. God's law is the will. And if we don't abide by that law, it is a sin. And we have to pay for that sin. That's justice. So that we don't do that sin again. You know, it has to be that way. You don't take the law in your own hands. You don't get angry and punch someone out. You don't push people around. You don't even scream at them or go violent. You step back and you let other people negotiate the situation and see it for clarity, what really is going on here. And let's stop it. Yeah. So watch that show every night. Try and watch at least one. They're only 30 minutes long. Watch them from season 1, buy all the episodes. Watch them from season 1, episode 1, all the way to season 6 and the last episode, which will surprise you.